To live will be an awfully great adventure. Peter Pan. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen. When time goes by, you began to mislay that tiny stardust which used to make you believe that all the things were possible. And instead of that, you began to realize, and suddenly you are a teenager, and afterwards you are a man, a woman. I know you're gay. So yesterday I began to think, in what moment of my life, our life, just stopped to be a great adventure. So I put my hand under my pillow to remember that sensation when I used to believe in the tooth fairy. I'm thinking, oh yeah, the money. But instead of that, I found out a little note like this. And it was like, oh my God, what is this? And I read it. I saw 3 rules for becoming back your life an adventure. And of course, I read the PS, and it said, share these with your Toastmaster friends. So that's the reason I am doing it. And I read it, and I said, oh yeah, this is true. I have to put this into practice. I want that my life will be an adventure again. Well, the first point for become your life an adventure is be brave. It seems simple, but it isn't. Imagine, how are all that people, the protagonists of the movies, the heroes, think in Harry Potter, Mulan, Superman, Batman, all that people could have many differences between their features, but at the end, all the people have got that bravery. That's the reason they are special, and that's the reason they've got a life full of adventure, because they face their problems. They face all the difficulties. And sometimes we just let those opportunities pass in front of us. How many times have you just let pass the opportunity to start a conversation because you haven't got the courage enough? Because you are too shy, probably. You have to be brave for all those things. For start a conversation, forget a girlfriend, forget a boyfriend, probably. There are many things when you can put into practice the bravery. Second thing, believe in magic. I realized that there are 2 kinds of people. People who believe in magic, of course, and people who don't believe in magic. The first one, well, the second one, people who don't believe in magic, usually they are very intellectual, they read a lot, and they completely trust in the science. And during their life, they achieve lots of things. They are usually politics, owners of companies, and many successful people. The other kind of people believe in magic. And they haven't got many skills, but during their life, they achieve many things, almost the same things, or even better things than the other group of people. Because, yes, they believe in magic. That means that they have an extra help. Remember when you stopped believing in Santa Claus? Remember your life you continued growing up with that idea. But I'm going to talk about myself. I am 24 years old. My last present was when I was like 14 years old. So imagine, I have lived 10 years without the opportunity to put a letter in the Christmas tree because I just stopped believing. So, yes, Emmanuel, Santa Claus didn't bring you presents, toys, because you don't need them anymore. You could ask for another things, and you just stopped of believing. The third thing, you have to be sure. Self-confidence is the most difficult thing. But guess what? If you are confident, if you believe in magic, and if you are brave, you are going to gain self-confidence. Because you are think all things are possible to you. If you think that, you're going to make an effort. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to get an effort. So the result is that you are not going to get what you want. And, well, if you really want that your life will be an adventure again, as Peter Pan, as in the fairy tale, just remember, you just have to be brave, believe in magic, and be sure that your life will have a happy ending for you and for the people who met you.
To evaluate this speaker, let's receive